Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession. That is huge for their confidence. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Fires into the end zone. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Grab near the marker. It's Richmond. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
What looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might be calling a hot route. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Richmond. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Glagway. That pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's caught inside the 25. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it Flagway. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's a good job by this defense being alert. Like, they're not set up in a good spot. Bad field position to start. They were not surprised by the pass. Nice job. Way to be alert for this defense in a sudden change.
Back to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Slithers into space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starting to feel a little pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz.
Black 14! Black 14!
Back to pass, it's Glagway. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a... A couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Finds his tight end. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Well, look at this. 4th down and a mile and a half, and the offense is still on the field. He fires to the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Moore. Turning it on. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Trying to pull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up by 32 over Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, we'll have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This guy is just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out now. Last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
In the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The short hands, it's Jackson. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Snap it to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Parker. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go. Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Lagway. He's got it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They